Ever played back a voice memo you left and think, who is this awkward robot and why is she speaking like she's being chased? Yeah, been there. The truth is, the way we speak says a lot about us, sometimes even more than what we're actually saying. You could be the kindest, most intelligent person in the room, but if you speak like you're in a rush and just stubbed your toe, people might not hear that. So today, I'm sharing 8 tips to help you speak with more elegance and class. These are small shifts that make a big impact. And the best part? You don't need a degree in linguistics, just a bit of awareness and a willingness to practice. Let's go! 1. Use a warm and calm tone. You know that friend who could read their grocery list and still sound like they're tucking you into bed? That's the tone we're going for. Calm, warm, but not boring. You don't need to whisper like you're doing ASMR, but shouting like you're on a game show also isn't the move. A warm tone makes people feel safe and heard. It's like offering your words with open hands instead of throwing them across the room. I used to speak super fast and kind of sharp. Not because I was mad, but because I was nervous. And guess what? It sounded like I was mad. Oops. So here's a tip. Record yourself. Seriously, your tone might surprise you. Practice softening your voice just a touch. A little lower and suddenly you sound like someone people want to listen to. Cozy, calm, confident. 2. Choose your words thoughtfully. Ever had that moment when you say the word literally and then realize nothing you said was even remotely literal? Same. We all pick up filler words, for example, like, and you know. And they sneak into our sentences like uninvited party guests. 1 or 2? Fine. But when half your sentence is verbal glitter, it's distracting. Choosing your words thoughtfully isn't about sounding like a walking thesaurus, it's about being intentional. Try this. Next time you're chatting, catch yourself before dropping in a filler word. Just breathe. Replace. I was like literally so shocked. With I was truly surprised. You sound clearer, calmer, and yep, classier. And don't stress about perfection. The goal isn't to sound scripted, just considered. Think of it as curating your words like you would an outfit. Clean, simple, but sharp. 3. Practice active listening. Plot twist, speaking elegantly isn't just about speaking. It's also about shutting up sometimes. I say that with love. Real elegance comes through when you're fully present in a conversation, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Active listening is when you're genuinely tuned in. Eye contact, nods, a thoughtful not the kind you give when you're secretly thinking about tacos. I used to be awful at this. I'd listen while crafting my next sentence in my head like I was writing a speech. Spoiler, not elegant. When you truly listen, your responses get smarter, your energy gets calmer, and people feel seen. Elegant speech is less about performance and more about connection. So next convo, challenge yourself. No interruptions, no fake nods, no internal rehearsals, just listen. You'll be surprised how much more powerful your words become when you let silence do a little of the talking. 4. Expand your vocabulary. All right, before you panic, I'm not saying you need to start using words like perspicacious in casual conversation, unless you're a Victorian ghost, in which case, carry on. But having a slightly broader vocabulary can totally elevate the way you speak, as long as you keep it real. Think of it like seasoning. A little sprinkle of a fresh, unexpected word can make your sentence pop, but not too much. I once used the word juxtaposition in a conversation and immediately regretted it. It was like watching someone wear heels on the beach, not the time. So how do you do this naturally? Read more, listen to people who speak well, note phrases you like. Try swapping a basic word now and then. Say frustrating instead of annoying or delighted instead of happy. Small switches is big impact. Keep it elegant, not extra. 5. Avoid gossip, complaining, and negativity. Okay, let's get real. We've all been tempted by a juicy bit of gossip, or let out a dramatic ugh when the barista spelled our name wrong for the 3rd time. But here's the thing, nothing dulls your shine like constant negativity. Elegant speech isn't just about voice or vocabulary, it's about vibe. Complaining, gossiping, or always having a hot take? That energy sticks. Classy communication is kind, constructive, and uplifting. You don't have to be fake positive, just intentional. If something bothers you, express it with grace. That was frustrating, but I'm moving on. Hit's different than a full-on rant about Brenda from accounting. People remember how you make them feel. So if you want to sound and be more elegant, aim for speech that adds light, not drama. Bonus, you'll feel better too. Less verbal clutter is more peace. 6. Slow down your speech. If you've ever listened to yourself on a voice memo and thought, why am I talking like I'm late for a train I'm already on? Yeah, same. I used to talk fast because I was nervous or excited or just didn't want to be interrupted. But here's the plot twist. Slowing down actually gives your words more power. When you rush, everything blurs together. But when you pause, even just slightly, people lean in. It's like giving your words space to breathe. Think of it as the verbal equivalent of white space in design. Clean, intentional, elegant. Try this. Next time you're in a conversation, take a half-second pause between thoughts. Don't worry, it won't feel awkward. In fact, it often makes you sound more thoughtful and grounded. Plus, slowing down gives you time to think, which means fewer, moments. And that, my friend, is classy. 7. Practice graceful body language. Look, your words are important, but your body is just as important. Elegant speech and graceful body language go hand in hand. You could be quoting Shakespeare, but if you're slouching, rolling your eyes, or flailing like you're hailing a cab, the message gets lost. Elegant body language is calm, open, and intentional. Think eye contact, but not intense. Go for relaxed shoulders and smooth hand gestures that match your words. When I started paying attention to this, I realized I used to talk with T-Rex arms. Cute, but not graceful. Want to level up fast? Speak to yourself in the mirror. You'll spot habits right away. The fidgeting, the weird shoulder thing, the hand flaps. Awareness is everything. You don't need to pose like royalty. Just aim for calm, steady, and engaged. Your words will thank you for the support. 8. Enunciate clearly. Here's a quick test. Say the sentence, "Did you eat?" out loud. Now run it together like most people do. Did you eat? See the difference? Enunciation is the unsung hero of elegant speech. When you pronounce your words clearly, you sound polished without even changing what you're saying. It's like putting your thoughts in a crisp outfit instead of pajamas. Now don't overdo it and start sounding like a robot reading a poem, but do practice hitting those consonants and not swallowing your words. I used to mumble when I felt unsure and surprised. People rarely asked me to repeat my very important point about oat milk. Want to improve fast? Tongue twisters. Seriously. Or read a paragraph out loud every day and exaggerate your articulation. Yes, you'll feel silly, but soon your everyday speech will sound smoother, clearer, and way more elegant, even when you're just ordering lunch. So there you have it, 8 simple but powerful ways to speak with more elegance and class. And no, it's not about being perfect or sounding like you live in a castle. It's about being intentional, about speaking in a way that reflects your confidence, kindness, and clarity. Start small. Pick one tip from today and try it out this week. And hey, if you're into this kind of personal glow up from the inside out, like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment. Tell me which tip you're trying first. I love hearing from this community of people who want to grow, but still laugh at themselves along the way. Remember, elegance isn't about being someone else. It's about being more of your best self. See you in the next one, darling.